So I'm sure you guys have all seen the videos of the guy who like flex tapes a boat back together or flex seals a screen door on the bottom of a boat or some shit like that. I've always wondered, can you repair an intercooler coupler with flex tape? And can you build a coupler completely out of flex tape and will it hold boost? Kind of want to find out? So let's do it. Now, let's cover a couple little disclaimers before we do this, should we? First of all, this, if it leaks, it can be very bad for your car. The Supra that I'm testing it on has a MAP sensor. It does not have a MAF, so it runs off of manifold pressure only. So if we get a boost leak, it's not going to run pig rich. If your car runs a MAF in front of the turbo and you have a leak after the turbo, it can dump tons of fuel, foul out plugs, cause all kinds of bad issues. So if your car runs a MAF, you know, I'm not even going to recommend doing this. Just don't do this. This is probably really stupid. Second of all, how well it works will also be determined by the distance between the intercooler pipes. So if your pipe fitment is very, very close, that means the surface area of air pressure being put on it is going to be overall a lot lower than if your pipes are further apart and you're going to have more pressure pushing out on it. So the tighter your fitment is on your pipes, the better something like this will actually work. Third, building a coupler out of this shit is not cheap. It would actually be cheaper just to go buy a coupler. So this is mainly just to see if like you're in a oh shit scenario and you have a coupler rip on you, you can't find one, you need something to get home or get by temporarily. So that's what we're doing this for. But to start, we need to create a little bit of a boost leak. So if I had to say the most common type of failure on a coupler would just be like a slit on it. So I'm just going to cut a big old slit down the center of this. I'd say that's a sufficient boost leak right there. And just for good measure, we're going to do a little slit there and here too. So that definitely will no longer hold boost. Flex seal! Hurrah! Now this stuff is supposed to be really good, so I'm only going to use one wrap of it to see if it'll get us by, because I need to have enough to try to build an entire coupler out of it. There it is. Flex seal repair. I don't know if you can still see, where's the cut at it? So cut's right here. You can't even really see the cut anymore, but maybe if I do this. Yeah, there you go. So it definitely is cut. It's flex taped. Let's throw it on the car and see if it holds boost. So it looks like this side's going to be the easiest coupler to change out, so we're going to swap it with the coupler that's right down there. Well, we got our old coupler out. Let's throw the flex seal one in. Our flex tape repaired coupler is installed. And, you know, it don't look bad. With the clamps holding it down like that, I think it actually might work. But we're about to find out. One thing that I do need to note is that we are only running like 11 pounds of boost out of this, maybe 12. So we're not going to be cranking this up to like 30 pounds of boost, just what the car is running. So if you're running like 30, 40 pounds of boost, results may vary. So I'm gonna take it out, drive it around for a couple minutes first. That way we can let it warm up. Because if there's gonna be any failure in this, I think it's gonna have to do with heat, kind of breaking down the adhesion. So see what happens. All right, we gave it some time to warm up, so let's take it for a pull, see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a success. Flex tape definitely holds boost if you have to repair a coupler. Now the next one we wanted to try was to see if we can make just a coupler out of flex tape. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm interested to find out. All right, so to make the coupler, I think what I'm gonna do is wrap, I have a piece of tube here, I'm gonna wrap it the non-sticky side down and then kind of do one layer tape to itself first and then go over it with the sticky side down and do probably 2 or 3 more wraps around it, cut it down to length. Hopefully it works. I don't know. Boy, we fucked that up. I hope I can get this off of here. Okay, getting this on is gonna be a bitch. All right, we have our flex tape intercooler coupler. It is definitely crude. It's ugly. I hope I can even get a clamp over it because it's a little bit bigger, but let's throw it on the car and see if it holds boost. I definitely don't have high hopes for this one though. And our flex tape coupler is in there, kind of. I definitely don't expect this one to work because that coupler is so flimsy that it kind of crunches up when you get it on there. It has no like real support to it, so it just kind of changes shape when you push on it and it doesn't want to go on. So that's probably going to fail immediately, but let's go find out. Oh my god, this road sucks. Alright, are we taking bets at what pressure this is going to fail at? Because I know it's going to fail. There's no way this is going to hold. If I had to guess, I'm going to say once it gets to like 4 to 5 PSI, it's just going to blow apart. Or pop off because the way it clamps on there and how flimsy it is. I don't think it's going to stay on there any higher than 4 or 5 psi. All right, let's get it, see what happens. What the fuck? No fucking way that is holding. That is a charge pipe coupler made completely out of flex tape. And I'll have to give you a better look at it because I couldn't even get the flex tape coupler on all the way, so I had to patch it with another piece of flex tape. And it's holding boost. Confirmed, flex tape is fucking amazing. All right, you gotta check this out because this is some janky shit right here. So the coupler ended right here. I couldn't get it onto the pipe. What the? All right, the clamp wasn't even tight. I couldn't get it out all the way, so I just threw a piece of flex tape around the charge pipe and onto the other flex tape. Not only that, but it wasn't even clamped on, and it still held boost. That's pretty incredible shit right there. I can't believe that. Getting that off, I hope, is not a pain in the ass, though. I think I'm gonna need to cut this off now. There it is. We have our flex tape coupler repair. Give that a thumbs up. Definitely worked. And our super janky flex tape only coupler. That wasn't even clamped on, just held on with flex tape. And it held all the boost. Granted, all the boost was only like 11 psi, so that's nothing crazy, but dude, I think this shit could probably take 15 to 20 psi if you really needed it to. Heat, I think, would be the real factor. We had this on the cold side, so we didn't have to worry about heat too much. It's also pretty cold out, but does flex tape hold boost? Yep. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I just wanted to try that. It's always something I've been wanting to try. I thought it'd be funny to do. If you guys want to see more dumb shit like this, let me know. But that's going to be it for this one. So like the video if you liked it. Maybe I'll do more of them. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I usually don't do dumb shit like this. I usually do build videos like this one. Check that out. And until the next one, I'll catch you guys later.